Howdy folks, it's Ultra here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And summer break for Formula 1 is over, so we're going to fly to the next Formula 1 circuit. Those of you who do not follow the channel or are new to the channel, we've been following the Formula 1 calendar this year, 2023. We do IFR flights from place to place or circuit to circuit, and then once we're there, after the race in real life, we will do a VFR flight of the circuit and then do an IFR to the next one, and so on and so on. So today we're going from the Dutch Grand Prix, or I'm sorry, from Spa to the Dutch Grand Prix. And I'm noticing like all the trees in the satellite, but there's no autogen trees. They are having server issues. They announced it on their Discord. So maybe that has something to do with it. Look, there's not a single autogen tree, even though it's completely full of trees in the satellite. What is going on here? Very interesting. I mean, looking at my settings, everything is maxed out, everything is set, so we're not missing anything there. And everything is on there, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we're not going to worry about it. But so today we're going from Spa to Dutch Grand Prix IFR, then we'll do a VFR of the Dutch Grand Prix, then after that we'll do an IFR to Monza in Italy, then we'll do a VFR in Monza, and then we're done with the IFR flights, which, yep, we are after Monza, because Singapore, Japan, Qatar, and the United States, those are all too far in between to do an IFR flight. It's like between 12 hours and 6 hours, depending where it is. And then we will do IFR, or VFR though, don't worry, we'll do VFR of those tracks, but we're not going to do IFR to those tracks. And then after that, I'll be recovering from open heart surgery, so I'll be disappearing for a couple months. So we might not be able to finish the F1 calendar this year, which is fine because we actually already did Texas, Mexico, Brazil, and UAE, I think, last year. So we actually did those last year. So it'd kind of be redundant since it's the same simulator. I know there'll be some updates, but so if I don't get to finish the calendar, we actually did it last year. So anyway, long introduction. But I just want to give you an update, and I'll be reminding you of those things every time I fly. So you'll hear about it again and again. I already have my checklist on my other monitor. I have a checklist of everything here. We are in the Beechcraft King Air 350i today. I've been wanting to fly this for a long time, but we needed the jet for those other IFR flights between circuits. But today, it's only about 45 minutes or so wheels up time. So we should be able to fly on this thing just fine. Alright, make sure everything is working. Confirm parking brake. I don't know. It's been over 2 years since I've flown this thing, I think. Who do you see us roll backwards and the parking brake was off? That was funny. Alright, external power on. Do you think I know where this stuff is in here? Oh man, over here, right? That would make sense. There's no external power available. Okay. Oh, fine. We'll have to see what we can do here. Master panel lights on. There's nothing to turn on yet. Tell flood we can't turn any of the lights on yet because we don't have batteries or anything. So okay, well yeah, we'll have it on ready to go, so when we do get power, we'll be ready. Alrighty, fuel and passengers, I guess we could do that today. Let's see here. I'm still gaining weight until my heart surgery, and then I'll be able to exercise, supposedly, and then I'm going to get that down like 180. Although I'm 6'4", so I still look pretty skinny, but it'll be 180 with muscle. How about that? Co-pilot, fine. Passenger, let's bring some of our children. And such. Bring my son's girlfriend. And what am I doing? And her best friend. I don't know, in a future video that I pre-recorded, because I've already done all the bush trips, I talk about how my son is dating a girl who has celebrity parents. So subscribe and watch every single bush trip video, and you'll hear the story in one of them. Alrighty, let's see here. Battery on if I can find it. I used to know where all these things were in a Beechcraft, but I haven't flown a Beechcraft in such a long time. There we go. Awesome. We turn external power off. It's no good. Alrighty, stop please, thank you. We can turn our other lights on. Where are the lights on? They should be over here, right? They are. Cool. Alright, check fuel levels. More than enough fuel. And strobe light can come on now, which was over there. Yes, it is. Come on. You don't work? Yes, you do. There you go. Towel flow can come on now.
Pause system test.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, awesome. Alright, let's see here. Strobe auto igniters to arm. Should be over here somewhere. No, that's anti-ice. Auto igniter arm. Arm. And then start is over here, right? It says right instant start first. Conditioners at 12% N1. And then start off at 50% N1. Nothing's happening here. Oh, there it goes. Alright, ignition start off at 50%. There's 30, 40, and do I push it down at 50?
Oral warning, okay.
And it's still going. Sweet. Man, it has been a long time since I've done this airplane. I don't know if it has any updates either since years ago. So we'll have to see how it goes. I know it has this funky thing, which doesn't matter to us because of our Oh wait, did they change that? Oh, I must be thinking of a different airplane. Because they used to have that funky one in here. Either they changed it or I'm confusing my airplanes. Anyway, let's do the left one now. So left goes up, and then once it gets to 50%, I'll turn it down. Prop sync doesn't do anything. Okay. Any of that stuff? No. Weird. We'll do some anti-ice here. That's not too early for nav lights. We can turn beacon on though. And engine anti-ice, I don't think we need to worry about it. OAT is 24 degrees. Alright, once I get to 50, we'll turn this one off too. Get the click spot ready. There it is, and there's 50. Bam. Okay. So after you get all that going, we can turn avionics on without the risk of blowing things up. And external power off already did because we didn't have any. Talk about the flight plan. I did do a flight plan off screen. I kind of wish I would have showed it to you because it was kind of weird. But we'll talk about it if I can figure out how to zoom this thing out. How about I do that to zoom it out? That's in. That's. Hang on. What the heck? Does it not work? Oh, I remember now. The click spots are in a terrible area. Okay, so we have this weird flight plan. The airport is directly above us. So one option was to go this way to land on runway 27, given current weather conditions. Real world weather is turned on, by the way. Or we're going to go this way so you can see some water, and then we'll do like a spiral onto 27. That's the plan. We'll see if it works that way. Just depends on what ATC does. So anyway, there's our plan. Very simple. This airplane is incredibly simple, I believe, in terms of what you can do with it, which is not much. I don't think you can do much in this airplane. But that's okay. It'll be enough for us. I'm used to the B1900 in X-Plane where you can do all this fun stuff over here, which, yeah, I can't even do any of it here. This is like half modeled, which is okay. It's enough. Anywho, let's see, flight plan, we talked about it. Weather, we'll do ATIS in a minute, but we'll be on the barometer to set it up. Let's see if there is an ATIS to talk to. I don't think so. We can't even do much. Just IFR clearance, no ATIS. Alrighty, well, let's get our clearance and we can move forward, I guess.
Radio Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 IFR to Schiphol, ready to copy.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is cleared to Schiphol Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.0 squawk 046 tree. Clearance void 30 minutes from now.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 cleared to Schiphol Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure is 125.0 squawk 046 tree. Clearance void 30 minutes from now.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 read back correct. Good day.
Alright, just setting up the wind. I guess I can move the screen this way. Setting up the wind and all the other things that I like to see. Timers there too. So pretty straightforward. 12,000 feet they said. So we'll use, first of all, flight directors over there. We'll use nav. Nav, there we go, GPS. Nav will do that. Vertical speed, let's go up. I don't know, I'm sure this thing can climb pretty quickly. Let's do 1,300 feet per minute because we can. And that's pretty simple. That's all we need to do. I'm sure there's more use you can do. A flight level change. We might use flight level change if it works. We'll see. Autopilot button is way over there. Okay. We're not going to use VNav. I don't know if it works. It might. I don't know. But anyway, there you go. That's all we need to do for that. Very simple. Cabin pressure between the seats. We have to do cabin pressure in this now? Oh, let me see. Does it actually work? Come on. No, it doesn't do anything. Why do I have cabin pressure when it doesn't do anything? That's weird. I don't know why that's in my checklist. Okay, let's see here. Engine anti-ice, we did that. Anti-ice protection, pitot heat. Did we do that? Did we do pitot heat? I can't see that far. Pitot, there we go. Stall warning, yes. Break the ice, sure. Doesn't work. Those don't work. Okay. Engine anti-ice, yeah, sure, why not? We didn't do the generators on. Well, they are on my checklist. Oopsie doopsie. Alright, that should be it. Taxi lights, where are you? Right there. We'll get nav ready too since we're going to get there soon. Otherwise, what else? Props down or flaps down 1. There we go. We got 2 or 3. 2. So flaps down 1. Taxi lights on. Props are forward. Let's request taxi clearance. Or I guess tell taxi. We're going to take off to the north.
Echo Bravo Sierra Papa, traffic Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, 41 taking off runway, 2 tree departure to the north.
Alrighty, 2-3 should be right here. There it is. So turn right, turn left, take off. Alrighty, parking brake off. Let's do the right. Hello. Thank you, parking brake off. Now let's taxi on out of here. Watch your head, dude. Whoa, you didn't need that neck. Oh, okay, we're not going to turn unless we're going 1 mile per hour. Okay, one of those deals. Because we don't have differential braking, so we have to rely on... Oh my gosh. Everything is back, and look how fast we're going. Holy moly. Holy moly, props are back. Throttles are back, and we're going so fast. That's ridiculous. I don't think there's any wind, so... I don't know why I'd be blowing us all over Timbuktu. Yeah, 3 knot wind. That doesn't matter. Weird. Okay, let's regroup here and try to taxi safely. Jeez. Man, I'm rolling around in my chair in real life. That has nothing to do with this thing going everywhere. Gonna turn for me? Thank you. I like the little bike trail that we're on too. Anywho. Backhouse stuff, like I said, I've already pre-recorded all of the bush trips to catch us up with the most recent world update. Those will be staggered, so you'll be watching them while I'm recovering from my surgery a little bit. But as far as Formula 1, we have 2 IFRs left and 4 or 5 VFRs of each circuit, and then that'll be the end of it for a while. Why are we on it's like we're on a racetrack? This is crazy. Race simulator, I guess. Anyway, so that's the plan for the next couple months. And then I'll fly or sneak in my own flights that are not bush trip and not Formula 1 if I can fit it in. I have a few subscriber requests to catch up on. I just haven't had time. But they will be delayed because of the surgery. Parking brake is set. Let's announce takeoff to the north.
Echo Bravo Sierra Papa, traffic Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, 41 taking off runway, 2 tree north departure.
Alrighty, what do we got here? Flaps are down, all the lights are on, tax lights are off, heading bug. Not going to worry about it. Normally with autopilot, you set your heading bug too, just in case something goes crazy. You can follow your heading bug. We'll start the timer here. If I can see from here, we'll start right there. And it's going up, and it should go up down here too. And it is. And let's hold this and spool up because it's a pretty short runway. And everything is forward. And oh my gosh, the brakes won't even hold us. It's so strong. Okay, whatever. Hopefully there's enough space here. Yeah, there is. No problem at all. And rotate. Just in time. Brakes to stop the wheels. Positive brake gear up. And flaps coming in. And let's be like the pros in the gauge autopilot immediately. That's what they do. And it's not working. Now it's working. Okay. Worry me. What's the warning over there? Warning is auto yaw damper off. Why don't you do the yaw damper yourself? Right? There you go. And then there's the separators on. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that is weird scenery, isn't it? All of these trees, nothing in autogen. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, let's check out Spa itself since we're flying over it. I can't remember where the racetrack is because it's been over a month. Let's just enjoy the city then instead. Actually, let's hop inside and enjoy the city. Do we have presets for that? Kind of. We don't have a preset for this window. Okay. Alright, whatever. What is going on with autogen today? There are no trees. There are no autogen trees. Like I said, they announced they're having server problems on the Discord. The server problems mean connecting autoplayer or multiplayer data from the server. I mean, I showed you my settings. Everything's maxed out. Everything is turned on. So I don't know why we're getting no autogen trees. That is so weird. Maybe they're fixing the server thing. That's part of it. But you see that in the pre-recorded bush trips too. I have a lot of issues with the server. Their server's not getting information fast enough, so this installs a lot, and it was almost unflyable, but we did it anyway. You'll see, yeah, you'll see that. So subscribe so you can see that drama, because it's pretty dramatic. But anyway, everything else looks fantastic. I mean, the satellite imagery is fine. Actually, it's pretty good. Do we have no autogen? No, we have autogen down there, just no autogen trees. How bizarre. The buildings are autogen. I don't know. All my trees are turned on, everything you saw it. So, anywho, that's about it. We're just going to follow ATC. And,
Brussels Center, Turtle Soup Tango Tango, Tango 41 is at 5,200 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango. For 1 Brussels Center altimeter, 30.24, continue as planned.
yeah, so pretty straightforward. Just going to follow ATC and quick and easy flight. And we'll cruise however high we get in these couple minutes. And then we'll land and all that stuff. So sightseeing, I guess. Normally I stick with you until we get to cruise, but I mean, we've done this like dozens of times now, and that would just be me rambling for 25 more minutes. So let's not do that. I'll manage the systems, I'll manage ATC, I'll get you some sightseeing, and I'll jump in midway probably, and then talk to you then and catch you up and go from there. So see you in a little bit. Alright, so we reached top of descent before we even got to the top. They wanted us to cruise at 28,000 feet. We only got to 23,000 feet, and then they told us to come down to 19. So that's where we're headed, down to 18,000 feet. Just have to keep an eye on our speed so we don't overspeed. How long have we been flying? 22 minutes. Really? Feels like longer than that, to be honest. But anyway, the airport's right up off the map here. Pretty straightforward stuff. I had the landing lights on the entire time, and it's just a matter of getting our assigned approach and everything. Hopefully it's the same as what we selected in the flight planning screen, which it usually is, not always. And then I do have the localizer approach programmed in, I think. So if it works, if we do get a localizer, then we'll just hit approach on the autopilot, and in theory it should take us all the way in. In the simulator it'll land us. It's not actually auto land, but in the simulator it brings you down to the ground and smacks you into the ground, which is not really a landing, but you can use it that way, I guess. But we will land ourselves manually, of course. We'll see how that landing goes. It has been a couple years since I've flown this thing. The simulator had its 3-year anniversary very recently. I haven't flown this since one of the very beginning, what do they call those things? Those activities, discovery flights, or whatever they were called. Anyway, just enjoying the scenery with you before I give you some more sightseeing. I already left in a lot more sightseeing than I planned, but that's okay. Anywho, we're headed to Amsterdam. And then the next video after the race will be a VFR of Zandvoort. And then on to Italy. So getting ahead of myself, one thing at a time. Let's live in the moment. I'm just giving you the schedule. Alrighty, hop inside. I'll get you some sightseeing here until we get to the approach area, which is going to be around here, because we should be making a spiral or like a U-turn on runway 27, even though it looks like we're headed right towards it. I'll zoom in when we get closer, and I'll see you in a little bit.
You are 40 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect localizer runway 27 approach via river transition. Clear to river.
Alright, we just got our approach clearance down to 7,000 feet. Localizer 27 approach via river. Cleared to river. So we're going to go here. We're supposed to be 7,000 feet by there. We'll see if we get there. And then they'll tell us what to do next. You know, so here we go. You can see the spiral now. I'm at 27, so that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. We got a lot of distance, or a lot of altitude to come down, but we'll make it. I have us kind of aggressive. We can be more aggressive than that. Let's do 22,000 feet per minute, or 2,200 feet per minute. Oh my goodness. And just be careful of our speed. And I'm trying to get us some good sightseeing shots, but with plane turning so much it was hard, so let's just get some sightseeing together here. It's beautiful. Amsterdam is over there off the wing. And we'll be landing right in Amsterdam, by the way, if you don't know the area. Yeah, that's all. I have to think if there's anything I have to say. I've never been to Amsterdam. I would like to go to Amsterdam just because I think it'd be fun and interesting. But I don't know a whole lot about it, to be honest. Oh, now what? Not above 220 knots.
Keep speed not above 220
Okie
knots.
dokie,
Turtle
I'll bring
soup,
back
Tango
throttles
Tango
then.
Tango 41.
I know there's a way you can do speed control on here, but I'm not worried about it. Just keeping this a simple flight. Following the instructions as we get them. Making our final turn until we head to the airport and do our spiral approach. And do we ever get autogen trees? The autogen was really messed up too if you look back on the sightseeing. But the autogen is better. No, I think the autogen is still screwed a little bit too. Still no trees. So I think what they've done, whoops, is they've removed some stuff from their server so they can fix stuff.
118.08 for Turtle Soup Tango 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 41. Schiphol approach Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is passing 10,300 feet, descending 7,000 feet.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 Schiphol approach altimeter 30.21 continue to Sierra Papa Lima as planned.
Another view of Amsterdam coming up for us here. Well, everything is looking good. Pretty straightforward stuff. We got the beaches, which are supposed to be beautiful and fun to go to. And what else do we have? Whoops, let's get the camera reset here. Got cities. Don't know much about it. I'm enjoying the water coming in the rivers. Alright, there we go. But any minute now, we should be getting our next instructions from ATC. We're at well, where we're supposed to be, 7,800. So I'll start bringing speed back in up to 220. I think it said we could do. That's a beautiful shot right there. We'll take a second to look at that. Very cool. Looking ahead, you can see the urban layout of Amsterdam. That's so awesome. There's an airport up there somewhere. There's an airport over there too, I think. But we're not going to that one. But yeah, still screwed up autogen. That's too bad. That's too bad. But hey, at least everything's working and it's not stalling constantly, right? And it's flyable. So whatever they need to do to fix it, I'm all for it. And let's get a good listen to the props. Well, kind of, I guess. Whoops. Anywho, I'm just killing time and trying to keep you entertained and keep myself entertained. That's what's happening right now if you haven't figured it out. But there's the sun and there's the moon. Anything else I can say while we just sit here and wait? I don't know. Yeah, anyway. You're also getting this video earlier in the week than I'd planned, but that's because the racers are already at the track doing stuff all over Instagram and everything. They're already at the track, so I'm like, why not go to the track ourselves? So that's why we're here. There you can see our little spiral I was talking about. I guess it's more of a U-turn than a spiral. Whoops, let's use the right. My mouse is doing the weird thing again. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with this, but anyway, there you go. You get the idea, right? So we'll get there. If we get a localizer, we'll hit the approach on the autopilot, see if it does anything. I don't know if it's going to, but we'll try. We'll see. In fact, the airport is right here, so we're going to come all the way around. There's several runways. See, there's that one, that one, that one. We're going to fly around and land on 27, which I don't know if I think it's that one, right? I don't think it's that one. I think it's that one. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out when we get closer. So let's expect more instructions any moment here as we fly over Amsterdam, literally flying over Amsterdam right now. Have a look at it. Ooh, there's like a pool there, like a wave pool or water park or something. That is cool. I have to look up if there are water parks in Amsterdam. Alrighty, well, let's see. What are they going to tell us to do here? Because we're getting pretty darn close and we have to make our U-turn, so I don't know. And the sim is starting to get weird as we get closer. So this was happening in every single bush trip flight. When I would get near the airport, if it were detailed and handmade, it would do this weird crap. So whatever server problem they're having is affecting us today too. And again, I say this in the bush trips coming up, but it's not my computer. It's the server's getting us the data fast enough as it renders in. That's the problem they're having. See, Amsterdam is all rendering in now, but it's stalling us out. And that's because their servers are messed up and it can't get us what we need. Well, there's an airport we're going to fly over apparently and come back. Of course, look at that. There's a lot of runway action going on there. But anyway, there's Amsterdam up there as well. The detailed part anyway. Well, now it might be rendered in or loaded because it's smoothing in. Hopefully it stays smooth. Because that'll be a bummer if it doesn't. But yeah, that's why they're having server problems. So glad to know it's not just me. Anywho, let's see. Are we going to get instructions here? I guess we're just going to follow our GPS, and when we get close enough, if the localizer pops up, I'll hit approach. Otherwise, we'll hand fly it in. I don't know. Anyway, it looks cool, doesn't it? Let's see if we can look out this window. Hard to see with the big engines, but we can go like that. There we go. Lean our head against the glass. Still rendering in. But, come on, let's go over here. Nope, this way, thank you. Getting stuck on the dashboard. Very cool. Alright. I'm just going to go around the entire city. Ooh, look at that downtown. There's nothing good to do. It's just weird without any trees. It's so weird without any trees. I don't know. At least we're not too broken up and stalling a lot like we were before. And we're beginning our turn. One of several turns. And we need to bring our speed back. Gear and flaps. I believe that's it, right? Yeah, gear and flaps, and just keep track of our speed. Yeah. Yep. Very simple, very straightforward when you do this all the time, I guess. Beautiful look there out the windows towards the ocean. Very nice. Very nice. Another view of Amsterdam if you want it. You can pause it if you want to, but there you go. There's Amsterdam from the air from 7,000 feet up. Cool, cool, cool. The racetrack's over there, by the way, along the water in the park. We'll be talking about it in the next video after the actual race when we do our VFR. I'm going to bring us back to 180 knots. They didn't tell us to, but I know from experience it's a good idea. So we're going to aim for 180, and we should be getting instructions to descend to like 5,000 feet soon, I would think, right? Airport's at sea level pretty much, and we're at 7,000 feet still. It's below sea level, 12 feet below sea level, so I don't know when they're going to tell us to descend. I might have to just take matters into our own hands here, because I mean, we're coming up on our long final, and we're still at 7,000 feet. What? That can't be right. Let's come down to... There we go.
Tango, Tango, form 1 descent and maintain 2,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Keep speed not above 220 knots. Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41.
Alright, we'll come down pretty aggressively here. We'll get gear down because the light's warning us to get gear down. And I'm going to keep my speed lower than 220 just because I want to be able to have time to slow down. So 180 it is. There we go, just like I planned. Too early for flaps, but gear is down. So far so good. Alright, and there we are, staring down runway 27. Just like we're supposed to be as we go over the city. I think we have time for an outside view. Let's do one more outside view. We really need to focus on what we're doing here because things will happen quickly. You got to be ready for it. Turboprops, so we have reversers. But we're going pretty fast. We have to come down yet in speed and come down in altitude still. We're still 5,000 feet, so let's bring back throttle and slow us down even more, because the slower we're going horizontally, it buys us time vertically.
Tango, Tango, form 1, you are 9 miles east of Schiphol. Contact Schiphol Tower on 118.28 when inbound on the approach.
Well, that would be now, so let's contact
Tower
them
on
now.
118.28 Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41. Schiphol Tower, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 418 miles east inbound localizer runway, 27 approach.
Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 for 1 Schiphol Tower. Altimeter tree 0.21 wind 268 at 8. Cleared localizer runway 27 approach.
Cleared localizer, runway 27 approach, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
We don't have ILS,
Turtle Soup
of
Tango
course.
Tango Tango 41 wind 268 at 8. Cleared to land runway 27.
Cleared to land runway 27, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alrighty, let's turn off autopilot because we don't. Let me get the Amber F2. We don't have ILS, of course. First set of flaps down a little early. Don't have ILS, so I don't know what the localizer is doing for us. Don't see anything, so we're just gonna fight this insane wind. It's 9 knots, so it's gonna act like a hurricane. And full flap now. There we go. So we're coming a little fast. I don't like how late they had us descend. Nothing to do about it now. We'll just keep our speed down, flaps down, gear down. We'll kind of nosedive here a little bit, and then we'll level off, and that'll get us our speed that we want. And the wind is acting like craziness, even though it's 10 knots, 8 knots, 7 knots. Now we got trees. So once we got to Amsterdam itself, they finally gave us trees. That's probably what the stalling was, loading all that in. I don't know, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh my. We have a perfect headwind, but it's pretty strong. So anyway, we're going to come in. We're a little high. Yes, I know. We'll be fine. Can I get my throttles in there so I know if I have reversers or not? Nope, not going to be able to do that. I'm just going to have to make sure we touch down before I engage reversers. But we should be fine here. Should be good. Pretty straightforward. I'm fighting the yoke. You can't see it because I don't have a camera myself, but you can see how windy it is. I'm fighting this pretty good here. And let's keep our speed up a little bit until we get closer. We have so much runway. We do not need to touch down at the very end, but I like to because it's fun. Whoa, got a little gust or something. Let's get back on the glide slope, please. Alrighty. Coming down. And I have a switch on my yoke for reversers, so we'll get ready, but I cannot engage that switch until we've touched down. Or else it won't engage, and then we just take off again. So here we go, ground effects, nice. A lot of ground effect will not let us land. Can we please land? Jeez. Thank you. Nope, still ground effect. Why aren't we stalling? We should have stalled a long time ago. There we go. Jeez. Reversers engaged. Nope, reversers were not engaged. See what happened? See? Reversers did not engage for some reason. So it takes off instead. That's exactly what I said would happen. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why is this thing acting so weird? Now we have reversers. Jeez, flaps coming in. That was weird. Yep, I know. So there must have been a hill, because you heard us touch down, right? So there must have been a hill and our wheels left the ground. And then the reversers didn't engage, but I definitely wish there were a replay for that. That was a weird landing. Very strange landing. I don't know what to say, but we got to land twice. How silly, right? Should be giving us instructions here. There we go. Okie dokie.
Going to 121.59er Turtle Soup, Tango 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 41.
Hang on, I did the wrong thing. No. I did not mean to do that. Oh, dang it. What did I do? Taxi to parking.
Schiphol Ground Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway November Tree Alpha 14 Alpha Alpha 9er Bravo Echo 1 cross runway Tree 6 right Golf 5 cross runway 04 Golf 5 Golf Hotel 10.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway, November Tree Alpha 14 Alpha Alpha Niner, Bravo Echo 1 cross runway Tree 6 right Golf 5 cross runway 04 Golf 5 Golf Hotel 10 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Okay, this is gonna be a really long taxi. Anywho, landing lights off, taxi lights on, flaps are in, stop the timer, 49-minute flight time. Nav lights off. So now it's just taxi this thing for the next half hour apparently. Good grief, this thing operates so weird. I'm not sure if this plane has had any updates ever since the sim started. I don't know, but anywho, it's a very simplified, simple aircraft to fly, which is one reason why I like it. I don't need complicated aircraft to be happy. But yeah, so we're just going to go along here. And I'm just going to taxi away. And everything is smooth, so whatever they're doing to their servers is working apparently. So that's good news. And I'll see you... Oh my, it's going so fast on its own. I'll see you at the gate, or wherever they're putting us. I don't know, maybe they'll put us in a big hole. We're going to take the racing line here, just so we don't have to slow down. I have everything back. I've got throttle, yeah, throttles are back. Props are back too. And we're doing like, what, 32 knots. Jeez, that's pretty wild. But, yeah, I don't know where we're going, but there's traffic. Don't tell us to hold for traffic, please, because I'm not going to. Alright, again, we're going to take the racing line here, so we can just quickly get around the corner. Oh my gosh, I almost tipped over. Whoa, hey, it worked. That's pretty funny. That's hilarious is what that is. Oh, they might have us on... Whoa, now... Oh boy, now we lost control, though. Oh boy, just like real life. Whew, gotta be careful here. Take the racing line again. Come on. Again, this is all its own power. I have everything disengaged. Except conditioners. Okay, well, no, I think we had track limits there. I think there were track limits. I'll have to go back and review the tape. Oh boy, okay. Come on. Let's go in for a stop here. Nice and appropriate, please. Don't get wild. Pit lane speed. Come on. There we go. There we go. Ah, very nice. Whoop. You want more left? Now you want straight. Okay. And... Stop. Whoa. Oh. Parking brake set. How close are we to that person? Whoops. I want to get there before they disappear. I guess they won't disappear till I turn everything off. Well, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Alright, what are we doing? We're shutting this thing down. So here we go. Parking brake set. All lights off. All icing off. I turned all icing off. No, icing was on. Some of it. I forgot about that. And all lights can come off now. We'll leave the tail flood on. And avionics off. Sure, we can do that. What else? Props to feather. We did a long time ago. Conditioners to cut off. Fine with me. External power on if it's available. But I don't know. We'll find out when we hit the crash bar. Come on, crash bar. Crash bar doesn't work? What? Fine. Crash bar. Boom. We do have external power. Sweet. Or do we? Yeah. We do have external power. Cool. Turn that off. Bam. Alright. Awesome. Let's hop outside. And we are done. So thank you for joining us on the quick flight from Spa to Zandvoort. Next video will be a VFR of Zandvoort after the race. We might have a flights or a bush trip or two in between. We'll see. But otherwise, subscribe so you know when the next Formula 1 related videos drop, as well as all the bush trips and some Minecraft too. Hit the like button, even if you normally don't. That way people know that we exist. I'm probably the only person doing all the Formula 1 related flights right now. So if you hit that like button, people know we're there. And yeah, keep watching until my surgery, and then I'll disappear for a few months. But we have loads of videos between now and then. So subscribe, stick around. I'll see you next time.